Do you like to watch your stamps move? That's right, we've got animation stamps from a new company called Uchi.
It's Uchi's design, and we're going to show you step by step how to make those little animated delights come to life. And
Right.
It's easy.
Okay, come play with us. What are animation stamps all about? Well, watch. Are you watching? Okay.
Ta-da.
Look at that. Look at that.
It is an animated, all you had to do was stamp that stamp in the background, and then the plastic animation grid makes it move.
How fun. Okay.
Okay, so.
Here are some, but not all of the products from Uchi.
Right, it's what we use today, but there is more available. And what I love about this is that you really only need one of these sets to make something. Everything you need is in one set. We have a card set, and we have an envelope set. So everything you need to make your card, you know, you add the card stock and the paper and all that, and one animation grid. The animation grid is what gets these things to move, and you can buy more animation grids to make even more cards. But what is in one of these is going to, you're going to get the die cuts, you're going to get one stamp, and you're going to get one animation grid, which we've determined really can make two cards.
And there's some instructions inside too.
Right.
But you do have us, and on the product pages at paperwishes.com,
Right.
you'll see Gail.
You'll see me showing you step by step how to do this. So if you get confused with this at all, definitely check out our product page. And plus, I'm going to show you here on the Webisodes. So you've got the instructions. You're getting one animation grid, which is going to move.
Which is plastic.
Right. You're getting one animated stamp that looks kind of funky when you look at it, but the instructions tell you how to make that into an animated
And it's
motion.
the one that you just saw, actually.
Right, the butterfly. So that comes with it. And then you're getting dies, and you're getting 6 cutting dies with this set. It's going to create a 4 3/4 by 5.5 inch card, and that's going to start out with this large piece. So this piece, you cut at least 2 of these, you're going to be able to make a card with that. And then you get all of these fun little die cuts. You get the frame. That's going to cut your window. It's going to, together, it's going to cut a frame.
Because you need a window,
Right. You get embellishment and cutting dies. You get a butterfly. You get a couple of nice banners. You can see all that right there. I do like that included with these sets comes this magnetic piece so you can keep all of those pieces together.
Okay.
So that's that set, but by the way, you can also get other stamp sets.
There's
and
more.
Here, this kind of shows you a little bit of, oh, I'm supposed to go up and, wait a minute, no, sideways, but the little thing is stuck to it, so it's not moving. There we go. So you can choose other stamps as well. We have several different stamp sets that you can choose to make with these cards.
We have wiggly owls.
I love the
have
owls.
birthday. We have all sorts of things. You probably need to move it a little slower than I am.
There you go. You can really see it. And you can see it much better within the card. So we've got those cards. So,
so you're gonna...
let's start by showing the card, and then I'm going to show the details. Here's another one, by the way. We're going to see that in just a moment.
Okay, so as you saw when I opened this, that butterfly is fluttering. Now, this has a back to it, so it's multiple pieces. There's that animation grid.
Right. I'm going to show you each step on that.
Okay.
And how it's done. Okay. So first I use that cutting die to cut 2 of these. So there's one. Here's the other one. So it cuts it out and it makes a score line because, and let's not get in too close. Let's kind of keep this out so I can just go through this. A score line is going to make it so you can just fold that over. That's one piece. The other one that you cut, it also has that score line, and I'm going to put extra sticky tape along there, and I'm going to cut those legs off. So this is the first thing I'm going to do to start preparing for putting together the final pieces of this card. So now I don't need those legs, but I do need this folded over,
now there's 2 score lines on there.
No, it's really not. Okay. That's kind of just a part of the die cut gets impressed, but the score line is a little more prominent, and it's right there.
It's closest to the edge.
Right. Okay. So now I've got this piece, I've got this piece, and the instructions tell you the size of card that you're going to cut for the inner card. So look at the gallery, look at the instructions, gives you exact size for that, which I think for this one it says half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. So you can get 2 cards out of an 8.5 by 11. So I've done that. I've scored, I've folded it, and then the next thing I'm going to do is glue this to this side. So here's my score. It's folded. I've got the legs on the right, and I'm going to just use glue stick for this, and I'm just going to go right along here. So once you know the steps of how to put this together, it's simple. It becomes sort of rote. The first time you do it, and I'm going to put a lot of glue in the center too because I'm going to cut that area open. The first time you do it, it might be, oh, where do I put this one? But just follow along with what I'm doing. We're showing you exactly how to do it. I'm lining this up on the left. So now when I open this card, like so, okay, this is the inner part. This is actually going to be the front. This is going to be the inside of your card, and these legs hang off the back. The next thing I'm going to do is cut through this area. And let me show you right here. I've done that already. I've cut through. Oh, I guess I put it all together already. I didn't mean to do that yet. I'm going to cut all the way through these two pieces that I just showed you. 3 pieces. So let me back up. So we're going to cut through the front, and we're going to cut through here using that smaller of the 2 frame cutting dies. You cut all the way through.
And you can just do that in one swipe.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you'll have this. So let me just ignore this on the right for a moment. And then you get to attach this part. So after that's cut through, now I've got this piece where I remove that extra sticky tape. And just like this, you see that sitting there. That's where I attach it on my card. It's going to go on the back of that inner piece. And I can just align those like that. But I did cut that area open in the center before I added this piece. Okay, so now you've got a piece that does this. It looks like this when you're done. And you've still got those legs on the left. And that's where I'm going to attach my animation grid. Now they're on the right. I've got the animation grid. It's going to cover over those 2 legs. So it's going to attach right there, and I like to do that either with extra sticky tape or just some double-sided tape. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this right on those legs. You might be a little bit more diligent than I am here, but I'm just going to do this quickly. Got my animation grid. Important item, you have to have the stripes vertically on this one. So they're going to go up and down, and I'm going to cover those legs. Don't let it go over that fold line. There we go. Just has to cover that area in there, just like so, so that then I'll be able to fold that over, and then when I turn it over, I have a front, I have the inside, and my piece where I've already cut those windows will go just like this. I'll open it up. Oh, that is backwards. Hold on. There we go. I'll open it up just like so. Now there's that card on the inside now. I've got that white piece on the back of it, and you can see through. And when I do, you can see those horizontal lines moving back and forth because that's ready to be stamped. So you can stamp that with anything that you want. Within the set that creates this card, it's a butterfly. But you can also choose from one of the other stamp sets. And for this one, I have a little owl here.
And it does look strange. We acknowledge that.
And I think it's a little. I'm going to cut the edge off so it was.
The note that says sample.
It's the one that. Well, just because I want you to be able to see it. So and show where this gets placed. Basically, you're going to stamp it here. So this is what you're looking at through that window. That's where you're going to center that stamp. So if I were to stamp it right there, it would be stamped on that background, and then when I close it, you can already see that.
That's really cute.
Oops, it's moving.
It's
my
moving.
stamp
You need
now,
to,
but,
yeah.
But that's how that works. So you can use anything you want to go there, and then you get to start embellishing your card with the frames, with the butterflies. That is the construction of it. Once you have it, really pretty simple to do once you understand that construction.
There you go. So okay, a
really
couple
fun.
of steps to do it, but well worth the effort, we think.
Right.
And you can add any stamps. Of course, all of these are from the cutting dies that are part of the
Right.
kit.
The frames, the banners,
yeah,
all of
very
that.
nice. And
so it's really fun. I like that you can choose from all of these from all of these different stamp sets to really get any look that you want, and then you can get more of the animation grids to make more cards. So with the cutting dies, you've got more and more that you can make.
You want to see more?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another same construction exactly, just a different stamp,
right,
and a different materials
look there.
too.
And look, he's just sort of popping up out of the box. So that's pretty cute. And for this one, I actually covered the front of that die cut card with paper, and then placed paper on the inner card as well. This has the same elements.
And then of course this is on the back flap that's being held with the animation grid in front of it.
So a little note about this one, and that's a really cute card, but when I first grabbed this, I wanted to try to do it sideways. So instead of stamping that little bear, the first time I did it, you can see there's this extra piece of paper in there because I had to stamp it separately and stick it on there, because the first time I stamped it like that.
And that's not going to work.
Well, I thought it was going to work. Oh, hey, this is cool. I'll just put my little thing in there, and then when I open it, it'll be this fun little grid, but it didn't work.
Oops.
And I thought, oh, that's because I just need to turn the grid this way. Okay, there, now see, that's what makes it work. But look, I have to go right and left to make it work. And this card is going to pull it up and down.
Okay.
So if you want a card that makes an image that gets pulled up and down, you have to get a different
We have a solution.
We do have a solution.
Yes.
This one gets pulled up and down. Here these images go up and down, and these are with horizontal lines, not vertical lines. You have to get horizontal line grid to go with that. So that's just a note.
And by the way, what these packages are, like Gail said, the kit with the cutting dies or the stamps comes with one animation grid, which is really the magic included with the stamp. But you can buy these, there are 5 in a package, and you can get 2 cards out of each sheet, so 10 cards.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yes. And so you can make a sideways card with this, you just have to use a different animation grid and a different stamp to do that.
Right.
But it's so cute.
It's really cute,
so
yes.
much fun. Okay, now what else do we have?
And there's more. Okay, so if you want to add some color, here's what you can do. Here is an animation envelope.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't that fun? Yes.
So that's the animation envelope. It comes with several different dies that actually that create the envelope. You can see all of the dies right there. They create the envelope piece. They will cut out this circle. But I have to say, the stamp that comes with it is different. The stamp shows this little foxy guy moving back and forth, and it comes with one of the animation grids. And what I chose to do was to cut that animation grid with one of the animation die cut grids.
Which is really kind of nice, because then you can do anything you want.
Right. Once you cut it, you've got it from a different color, and then you can choose a color. I mean, you can choose any cardstock you want, any color you want. And then I chose a color of ink that would match it. You really kind of have to match the ink to the grid for it to work effectively.
Because it completes the picture. The grid helps complete the picture.
So with this one, you cut your envelope just like so. And then it's got the tabs, it's got everything you need, and then you're going to cut a hole on the left side. You're seeing the back. This is going to be the front when it's all put together.
And that circle die is part of the kit?
That circle die is part of the kit. So I cut that window. I cut it right in the center of this area. And like I said, at this point, I could have used the animation grid and glued it right there, so that's how you would use the animation grid, but I chose to make my own animation grid from the red cardstock. I would glue it right in place, right there, and then you would fold over the tabs. I would use extra sticky tape on here to fold this over, and that creates your envelope. Once you have your envelope, you can use the other dies to cut the end. You cut a tab on this side. This is the piece that's going to slide in and out. And once it has, I don't have it glued in place.
Yeah.
So anyway, it'll
you
slide. It'll slide in and out like that. It'll be great, and it'll be behind this grid. And you're going to stamp whatever image you want there. So I did choose from what's called the Essentials stamps, and I chose the flowers that were on there. There are also stars and some really fun other. It also has some greetings on here. That's a kind of fun. They don't all have greetings, but this one does. So I thought that was kind of nice.
So this is a little easier construction because you're
very much easier.
Just have
right.
2 pieces.
Right.
Okay.
And it also cuts out I love the little tab piece that you can cover that over the end of that
nice.
as well. So that's fun. Just make sure that you match the color of the ink to the color of your grid.
So Uchi is the name of the company, and animation is what they're providing for us. And so if you want to see things that wiggle and move and flutter, this is the deal for you. And what's nice is that you can make one for every single person on your list, and they will all be amazed.
And just make sure that you see our product videos as well anytime you need to see the construction of that.
Yep.